everybody, my name is Kristin Hayes and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute Christmas card. So to get started, we're going to start with a piece of cherry cobbler, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and then I just scored it in the middle at 4.25. Then I have a base piece, a layering piece really. This is the 6 by 6 DSP in the annual catalog, and I'll show you both sides. I think this gets overlooked a lot. It's at the end of the DSP, kind of you turn the page over and it's at the top, and it's really, really cute paper. This is the neutrals, which is where the Mossy Meadow came out of, and I'll just show you some of the patterns. I mean, there's just 4 patterns and you get 2 pages of each, so you actually get, you know, front and back. So anyways, I just recently got it and I'm kicking myself for not getting it sooner. So we're going to start with that piece and we're just going to snail that onto our base. All right, there we go. Let's see, center it in. There we go. Okay, and then I have a piece of just Whisper White, and this was cut at 4.5 by 3.25, and I did run this through the Big Shot with the Stylish Scroll embossing folder, and this is in the holiday catalog, and it's with the Halloween stuff, but I love using it for everything, so I already ran that through, and I don't really need to do anything else to it, so I could just snail it on. All right, so now I'm going to work a little bit on the stamping part. I'm going to just take a piece of scrap Whisper White, and I'm going to use one of the trees from the Perfectly Plaid set. So this is in the holiday catalog, and we're just going to use this tree right here and then the tree stump just to put it all together. And you know what, I'm missing that punch. Let me just grab that really quick, if I can find it quickly. Here we go. Okay, there is a punch, a matching punch. Sorry about that. And they do sell it in a bundle together if you are interested. So let's do the stamping part first, and I'm going to stamp with Mossy Meadow. And we're just going to ink that up and give it a good press right here. All right. And then we're going to just come in with some early espresso with the tree stump. And just, let's see, you can see one side of the tree stump is a little bit flatter. I just usually put that towards the bottom, but it doesn't really make that big of a deal either way. All right. Close that up, and then we're just going to punch it out. Hopefully I left myself enough room. I did with the scrap. So I'm just going to line it up to where it looks right in the punch and punch it out. All right. So then the other stamping that we're going to do is the Merry Christmas right here. And this I just grabbed from the Cup of Cheer stamp set. And this has matching dies to go with it if you're interested, and I'll show you those. We're only using one of the dies out of here. I already did run it through the Big Shot. It's this little tiny bow, but it just makes the prettiest little detail on the card. So there's the bow already run through the Big Shot, and that falls out of the die very easily. I was very happy with that. But it has candy canes and the coffee mugs, and it's just a really cute all-around set. So we'll put that aside. So I'm going to use, anyways, the Merry Christmas from this, and I do have a piece of white, and this is the Whisper White, and that is cut at 2 inches by just 5/8 of an inch. So let's see if I can get this lined up without going crooked on you. All right. So I'm just going to ink it up in cherry cobbler. I'm just going to put it, excuse my head if you can See, I'm not sure if it's in the frame. I'm just trying to get that lined up properly. That looks pretty good. All right, that's all the stamping we're doing for this card. This card really does come together pretty easily. A lot of the details are the DSP. So I do have 2 more pieces of DSP to put on the card, and this one is from the Regal's 6x6 DSP, and this is again from the Neutrals. And I'm going to start with the piece of Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to adhere this towards the bottom part of the card, and then I'm going to do the same with the Cherry Cobbler. And I'm just going to overlap just a tiny bit, not too much. So before we put our tree on, I am going to, excuse me, I am going to adhere the bow right to the base, and I'm going to use some of my fine tip glue. Whoops, I'm taking the whole thing off there. There we go. Oh my goodness, you can hear my stomach growling probably. Maybe not, hopefully not. All right, we're just going to put a little dot right here. And then we're going to adhere it right to the base of the tree where the stump and the tree meet. Got a little extra glue on there, but that'll just wipe away. Okay, so I'm going to do the star next. So I have a little star on the tree as well. And to get that star, I'm just going to use the Twinkle Builder punch and some scrap. If I can find out where it went. I know I had some out of the gold. Here it is. You can see I did a bigger star. I just need a little star here, so I'm just going to put it in like that, have it go flying. There's my star. I really like this Twinkle Builder punch. I use it quite often because you have the moon, but you have a couple other different size stars, and it's nice to get those little ones sometimes. The So Many Stars set is gorgeous, but it doesn't have, well, it does have a tinier one, but sometimes I just like the ease of this one. So we're just going to adhere that to the top of our tree, and hope I didn't adhere it to the paper. There we go, the grid paper. We're going to stick a dimensional on that. Take that off. And I'm just going to adhere it right to this part of the card right there. And then all I'm going to do for the last little part is I'm going to take my Merry Christmas, put a little snail on it, and I just slid it so you can't see the edge. And I put it overlapping the 2 DSP pieces. And that's all there is to this card. So it really does come together quite quickly. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already working with the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love a chance to work with you, and all of my links will be listed down below. Thank you so much.